see. Okay. All right. Don't still hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, hear me now?
Yes.
Can you see my face big on the screen?
Yeah.
Now, everyone should be muted at this point. Mute all. Continuing to mute you. Right, welcome everyone. Who do we have? We have people joining us still. I'm muting you. It's strange because I'm instructing Zoom to mute everyone on entry. Okay. Oh, good to see the regulars here. Hello. Hello. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to unmute you for one thing. For one thing, we're going to say something together. And the word is Gewalt. Now, I hope that your chat is open because we will need a bit of our chat today. Let's see, chat, can't see, yes, excellent. Yes, you can hear me, great. So the word which we will be starting our song with is Gewalt. Now, it's a very specific Yiddish word. I don't know how many of you speak Yiddish, but I personally cannot find a proper Yiddish translation for a word Gewalt. Gewalt, it's oi, Gewalt. So I'm going to unmute you and we're going to sit upright and all together say Gewalt, okay? Here we go, unmuting you, let's go, and
Gewalt!
I think it caused almost a crash on my computer. Like, okay, so I'm happy that we can all see each other today. So obviously internet is working a bit better. Excellent. Here is the song. I'm going to start straight away and listen to the first opening bit. Gewalt vornimmt man, vornimmt man, vornimmt man. It means Gewalt, where do I get, where? So if you know what Gewalt is in English, please help me and put it in the chat. Heike Biruri, probably you could help us. Anyway, so Gewalt together. Gewalt. Big note. One more time, just to warm up. And Gewalt. Wo nimmt man, wo nimmt man, wo nimmt man, where do I get? I'm going to mute everyone. Wo nimmt man? Some of you have got the file. Some of you will see it in a minute. I'm going to show it to you now, but I'm just muting people as they're still joining us. Here we go. I'll share the screen with you. We'll jump into wo nimmt man, wo nimmt man, wo nimmt man. Share screen. Here we go. You can see it now? Yeah, you can see the file. I'll make it slightly bigger. Do you see that? Gewalt wo nimmt man on the left corner? Give me a nod if you do. Can you see the file? Yes, great. Okay. So, shall I make it bigger? I'll make it a bit bigger. Some of you can, yeah? Does it work? Okay. So, listen. Gewalt wo nimmt man, wo nimmt man. We're going to try this line together with text, okay? Gewalt, let's go. Gewalt wo nimmt man, wo nimmt man, wo nimmt man. So the rest of the song will be about different bits of a specific dish, which is Varnitshkes. We will talk about Varnitshkes a bit later. I want to sing the tune to you without looking at the text because people are still joining and I'm muting them. So here is how it goes. Gewalt wo nimmt man, wo nimmt man, wo nimmt man. Die, 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 die. da 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 da. Ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. So we will learn the tune first, and then we'll put text to it, and then we'll talk about all these recipes, how you cook Varnitshkes, if you do. Here comes the music again. Sing with me if you remember how it goes. It's quite repetitive and fun. Okay, I will sing the first line with text because we know it already. Gewalt, wo neemt men, wo neemt men, wo neemt men. Ay, ya, da, 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 da. Da ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Now some of you noticed that it's not what's in the music, not exactly. There is a repeated phrase there. That's how I know the song, okay? So that's what we're doing today. Let's try and sing the tune together. Let's see who else joined us today. Yeah, lots of nice smiley faces, familiar and not. Right. And go back to the first page. And let's sing the tune one more time together. Sing with me. I want to see your mouth being open and you sitting upright and projecting the tune. Let's go. Gewalt, wo neemt men, wo neemt men, wo neemt men. Da ya da 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 da. Da ya da 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 da. Da ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Do we know the tune now? Tell me. Yeah, there are yummy pictures. Right, good. Now I'm going to switch us back to our text and we will look at our text. Let's see. Even though it looks like a lot of text, believe me, it repeats itself. It's the same and the same and the same repeated words in Yiddish. So Gewalt, wo neemt men, wo neemt men, wo neemt men. A lokschenbrett auf Katschen, die Varnitshkes. And one more time. A lokschenbrett auf Katschen, die Varnitshkes. So lokschenbrett is, as far as I understand, and let me mute one more person whilst I'm talking. As far as I understand, a lokschenbrett is this rolled sheet of dough that you then cut to make noodles out of. Am I right? Is that what you think? That's what I think, a lokschenbrett, right? So go back to our screen and let's proceed to the next line. On Haven unon Schmalz, unon Pfeffer unon Salz. Okay, I'll say it slower. On Haven unon Schmalz, meaning Haven is, it's not fat, is it? Let's see what it says in translation. It's, it's yeast, right? And without schmaltz, fat, and on pfeffer, without any pepper and without any salt. So I'm going to say these two lines again and speak with me. On Haven unon schmaltz, unon pfeffer unon Salz. We're now on the first line. A lokschenbrett zu Katschen, die Varnitshkes, right? So you see that it repeats. We're going to read through the whole verse once I've gone back and muted everyone. So I'm going to unmute you just for a second. Say your O's and I's now quickly. Everything is okay?
Lovely. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Muting you all now. Great, I'm going back to text. We're going to read through the first verse and all the way from the beginning, okay? Let's go. Gewalt, wo neemt men, wo neemt men, wo neemt men. A lokschenbrett auf Katschen, die Varnitshkes. a Lokschenbrett auf Katschen die Varnitshkes. On even unon schmalz, unon pfeffer, unon salz. Oi, a Lokschenbrett zu Katschen die Varnitshkes. Oh, I'm sorry, maybe Yiddish speakers cannot see all of the text here, I don't know. Okay, I'm going back to mute a few more people. Oh, have to keep doing this. And back to text. Are we ready to sing it? Ready to sing it? Let's do it. Now, you can see that on your file, if you manage to download it in advance, there is this music. One of the phrases here is repeated. It's not exactly the same as in the text. This is a Russian way to transliterate from the 90s. That's how, it's from a Russian book I bought in Kazan, and text comes from a melodic book, if you know what this book is, from a different source. So we're going back to our text, and we're going to bring everything together, text and music. Sing with me, and Gewalt vernimmt man, vernimmt man, vernimmt man. A Lokschenbrett auf Katschen die Varnitshkes. Repeat. A Lokschenbrett auf Katschen die Varnitshkes. Und eben und Schmalz und Pfeffer und Salz. A Lokschenbrett auf Katschen die Varnitshkes. Let's look at the second verse. It's very, very similar. I'm going up. Gewalt vernimmt man. You see, it's the same text. Vernimmt man. Where do I get? Vernimmt man. Where does one get? A Messer aufzuschneiden die Varnitshkes. Speak with me. A Messer aufzuschneiden die Varnitshkes. A Messer is a knife. Zu schneiden is to cut. Die Varnitshkes, and then we have the same text for the rest of this verse. I'm going to mute everyone now and back to singing. Back to singing. How are you coping? Okay? We're just going to sing the second verse straight away, all the way through. Okay? I'm going to make that writing a bit, no, because otherwise you don't see Yiddish. There we go. Second verse. Gewalt. Let's go. Gewalt vernimmt man, vernimmt man, vernimmt man. A Messer aufzuschneiden die Varnitshkes. A Messer aufzuschneiden die Varnitshkes. Und Heben und Schmalz und Pfeffer und Salz. Oh ja, Messer aufzuschneiden die Varnitshkes. You see the rest of the verse is the same. Where do I get the knife? And in the third verse, what are we talking about? Gewalt vernimmt man, vernimmt man, vernimmt man. A Teppel aufzukochen die Varnitshkes. See that? That's our third line. A Teppel, as far as I understand, it's a pot in which you cook. Yes, a pot to cook it says dumplings in the translation. It's not correct. These are not dumplings. We'll talk about it in a minute. So you are seeing the third verse now? You are seeing the third line. A Teppel aufzukochen die Varnitshkes. Say with me. A Teppel aufzukochen die Varnitshkes. On Heben und on Schmalz und on Pfeffer und on Salz. Oi, a Teppel aufzukochen die Varnitshkes. The rest is the same, right? Let's sing this verse. We're going to a slightly higher key now. We're going to C minor if you want to know where we are. Just for those who have higher voices, okay? Let's go. Vernimmt man, Gewalt. Gewalt vernimmt man, vernimmt man, vernimmt man. A Teppel aufzukochen die Varnitshkes. Oh ja, Teppel aufzukochen die Varnitshkes. Und Pfeffer und Salz. Und Heben und Schmalz. Und Pfeffer und Salz. Oh ja, Teppel aufzukochen die Varnitshkes. A ja, let me switch back to your faces and see how we're getting on. Give me a wave if everything is okay. Good. Wonderful. Now, before we go back to our lovely song, can I please ask you where you are right now? Can you please write it in the chat so we know where people from Lokshan Bread is the board. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're absolutely right. Lokshan Bread, of course, it's a board. Thank you very much. Wonderful. So, yeah, Edgeware, North London, Berkeley, California. Yes, 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 yes. Paris. Excellent. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now we're going back to our lovely song, and we're going back to our last verse. Now, this is very important. I told you this was about... sorry, I have to mute one more person. I told you this was about food and love. Now, I don't know if it's love or just pure kind of something else. Looking for a partner or whatever. But in this verse, we're not looking for something that involves, that's to do with cooking. We are looking for, look at the third line, a bocher. Who is a bocher? A bocher is a young man, a boy, a young man. A bocher oif zu essen die Varnitshkes. We are looking for a young man to eat these Varnitshkes, right? So, sorry, I have to keep switching people off. Okay, back to screen. And we're going to read through that last line. And now, if you're a man and you're cooking for a woman, or if you're a man and if you're a woman, you're cooking for a woman, you may want to sing a maidel instead of a bocher, okay? So, Gewalt, wo nennt man? A bocher oif zu essen die Varnitshkes. Read with me. A bocher oif zu essen die Varnitshkes. On Heven und on Schmalz, und on Pfeffer und on Salz. Oi, a bocher oif zu essen die Varnitshkes. Good? We're going to sing it together. Before we do it, I'm sorry, I have to keep going back and muting people. I don't know what to do about it. I do say on my settings, mute people on arrival. Apparently people are still hearing some random voices going, wah, singing their hearts out, which is pleasing, but maybe not for everyone all the time. So let's sing our fourth verse about a bocher, a young man. We're staying in that higher key. Together, let's go. Gewalt, wo nimmt man? A bocher oif zu essen die Varnitshkes. A bocher oif zu essen die Varnitshkes. Und Heven und on Schmalz, und on Pfeffer und on Salz. Oh, a bocher oif zu essen die Varnitshkes. Sing with me. Ay da 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 da. Ay da 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 da. Ay da 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 da. Ja da 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 da, ja da 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 da. Oh, jeden wo nennt man wo? Where do you get one? Right. Okay, how is the song? I'm going to unmute you for a second.
It's lovely.
Making me hungry.
Right. Oh. Now, I don't know what happens when I unmute everyone. So let me know in the chat. I think there's lots of faces just, you know, jumping in front of you. Is that right? Lots of people have recorded the song, actually. Fantastic people. We're going to sing the whole song one more time, all the way through, connecting all the verses. And between the verses, we will be singing ya ba 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 ba, okay? For those who don't, you know, catch Yiddish so quickly. So I'm going back to sharing my screen, and let's sing together. Sing with me all the way through, from Lokshan Bread to a bocher, all right? Here we go. We're going to a middle key, somewhere in the middle for all of us. Ready? Take a breath. Let's go. A lokschen brett auf Katschen, die Varnitshkes. A lokschen brett auf Katschen, die Varnitshkes. Und eben und an Schmalz, und Pfeffer und an Salz. Oh ja, lokschen brett auf Katschen, die Varnitshkes. Ja, bye bye. Ay, ja, bye 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 bye. Ay, ja, bye 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 bye, ja, bye 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 bye. Ay, ja, bye 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 bye, ja, bye 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 bye. Ja, bye 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 bye. Bye, bye. Second verse. Gewalt von neemt men, von neemt men. Am Messer rückzuschneiden, die Varnitshkes. Am Messer rückzuschneiden, die Varnitshkes. Und eben und an Schmalz, und an Pfeffer und an Salz. Oh ja, Messer rückzuschneiden, die Varnitshkes. Ay, ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, ba, bye, bye, bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, ba, bye, bye, bye. Ay, ja, ba, 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 bye, ja, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, ba, bye, bye, bye. Third verse. Gewalt von neemt men, von neemt men, von neemt men. A teppel läuft zu kochen, die Varnitshkes. A teppel läuft zu kochen, die Varnitshkes. Und eben und an Schmalz, und an Pfeffer und an Salz. Oh ja, teppel läuft zu kochen, die Varnitshkes. Ja, bye bye. Ay, ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, ba, bye, bye, bye. Ay, ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, ba, bye, bye, bye. Ay, ja, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, bye, bye, bye. Big one. Gewalt von neemt men, von neemt men, von neemt men. A bocher. A bocher läuft zu essen, die Varnitshkes. A bocher läuft zu essen, die Varnitshkes. Und eben und an Schmalz, und ein Pfeffer und an Salz. Oh ja, bocher läuft zu essen, die Varnitshkes. Ay, ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, ba, bye, bye, bye. Ay, ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, ba, bye, bye, bye. Ay, ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, bye, bye, bye. Gewalt. Oi, Gewalt.
Я посмотрела ее молодые записи, там у нее еще муж.
Muted because I can't really hear what you're saying. I hear lots of voices bouncing. So I guess that what you see in the videos online on YouTube is not what you see when we have these Zoom meetings. But I guess it's better than nothing. I know that some people are watching these videos after our session. So now I see that we only have 47 participants today, which is a bit of a shame. Bring more people in. It's fun to sing with more people. But I'm also assuming that 47 doesn't mean 47. Some of you are 2s and 3s, which is very pleasing. So I'll quickly tell you my story about how I went from hearing this song for the first time and then being a stage performer. I first went to a klezmer concert in Kazan, in the capital of Tatarstan in central Russia, when I was 17 years old. And I heard, amongst other tunes, this song. There was a wonderful singer who wasn't a professional singer. She was an amateur singer who was also called Polina Shepherd. She was just a middle-aged lady who sang Yiddish songs and knew lots of Yiddish songs. She was a native speaker. And she sang with a very, very high soprano voice. Gewalt von neemt men, this kind of singing, very traditional in its own way. And I didn't understand it at first. I didn't like the style. and only later I learned to like the style. But what I did, after this concert, I went to the Jewish youth club in our town. I felt encouraged to go and learn more about our music, to learn more about our culture. So aged 17, I joined the youth club, and the violinist of the band, whom I saw performing on stage, noticed me. You know, I was a kind of talented student. So he picked me to accompany these song sessions. In the first session, we learned Tumbalalaika, Lomeralainenem, and Havanagila, these 3 songs. I went back to my parents' house and sang it for my father's 50th birthday, and he almost cried. He hadn't heard these songs since he was a child in Siberia, and I felt encouraged to carry on with this. So the leader of that band eventually picked me as one of the girls' ensemble to sing in professional concerts. So I think from age 18, I started singing in a group of young girls singing together. And then later on, I became a soloist of that band, never really considering myself a solo singer, but more like an arranger and a band singer, like singing with other people. So here I am, Gewalt. We're going back to our song. And by the way, those who didn't hear the end of my brandy story yesterday, I'll tell it tomorrow. I'll be teaching a Russian art song, or romance, an art song, and I will tell you the rest of that brandy story tomorrow. I'll have another glass of brandy in front of me. So we're going back to our song now, and we're going to sing it together, all the way through. Let's go. Let's go. Gewalt von dem Mann. A lokschen brötoj wkačen die Varnitshkes. A lokschen brötoj wkačen die Varnitshkes. Leben und Schmalz. Brötoj wkačen die Varnitshkes. Aya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ya ba 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 bye ya ba 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 bye ya ba bye bye bye. Gewalt von dem Mann, von dem Mann, von dem Mann. Am Messer aufzuschneiden die Varnitshkes, am Messer aufzuschneiden die Varnitshkes, und Hefen und Schmalz, und Flecken und Salz, und am Messer aufzuschneiden die Varnitshkes. Aya ba 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 ya ba bye bye bye, aya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye, aya ba 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 bye ya ba 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 bye ya ba 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 bye ya ba bye bye bye. Gewalt von dem Mann, von dem Mann, von dem Mann. A Teppel läuft zu kochen die Varnitshkes. A Teppel läuft zu kochen die Varnitshkes. Und Pfeffer und Hefen und Schmalz, und Pfeffer und Salz. Oh ja, Teppel läuft zu kochen die Varnitshkes. Aya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ya ba 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 bye ya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. We're going higher. Oi, Gewalt von dem Mann, von dem Mann, von dem Mann. Бог руft zu essen die Varnitshkes. A Bog ruft zu essen die Varnitshkes. Und Hefen und Schmalz und Pfeffer und Salz. Oh ja, Bog ruft zu essen die Varnitshkes. Aya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ba 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 bye. Ya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. Big Gewalt Oi, give out. I'm unmuting you. This is fun. Now, with the danger of being cut again. Apparently Zoom wasn't as generous as I thought. We only have 30 to 40 minutes. Unless I get really rich, I'm carrying on with free Zoom, and I think 30 minutes is fun. And tomorrow, Russian romance, the day after Yiddish song. Is that right? And then we will have a little and then another Russian song, and then a little concerty thing. I'm thinking about inviting guests to the teaching sessions as well. I need to figure out how to do it, switch someone else on from somewhere else in the world and sing something to us as a little guest appearance. So, you know, things keep changing and hopefully keep improving. Let's sing the Yababai one more time without looking at our text, so we can just finish on a lovely food note. Okay. Just think about your dinner or lunch or breakfast. Give out, Vonnemteman, you know this, Vonnemteman, Vonnemteman. Aya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ya ba 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 bye ya ba 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 bye ya ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ya ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ba ba bye bye bye. Aya ba 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 bye ya ba 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 bye. Aba ba 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 bye ya ba bye bye bye. Big give out, oi! Give out! Otazoi. So I'll see you tomorrow, all the day after, all the day after. Thank you.